pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU.
Yeah, he better stay out the way.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime.
And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way.
That nigga ran
They
into
get him
me,
on the
fool.
ground after the turnover,
Over
but
there,
there
go
is a
Pete.
flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Green. Trying to get to him. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards.
That's what you
That could
get.
be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. And they get
I
the
knew
takeaway
you
and
was about to try
points for
something.
going up just before the end of the half.
You know, quarterbacks have to be careful throwing over the middle of the field, especially when you're playing against
Could
the
put a
safety
finger
with
on
this
it.
kind of range and this kind of football IQ. He was locked in on the QB.
Damn right.
Exactly where he was going with the ball. He was able to jump in front of it and pick it up.
Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where
he's loose. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this
Yeah,
offseason, David. They've had this
Oliver on one side, Landon on the
You've got to
other.
play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen.
It'll take him probably a year or two. Get a little stronger.
Get some emotion, get some momentum.
That motherfucker get hurt. His work ethic could get him on the field.
Scoring the touchdown.
He gonna outwork a motherfucker. It'll take a motherfucker. That's good. Nah, my pick is gonna be Buddy from that's going to the Bengals at defensive
Down
end.
at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end
Texas
zone was a
A&M.
good one. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Boy, I tried to line up
Nice
with that
pitch and
nigga.
catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. His proficiency in the passing
about to put
game
him
can
to
take
sleep.
you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, and Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not.
That's a live ball.
Damn.
He picks it up, still on his feet. I don't know if it... And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Green. Slings it downfield. It's caught. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming.
It's unlocked.
Quick
It's
touch
unlocked.
pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He's back to throw on second down. That's it fly. Pulls it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get
Open runway ahead. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20.
Appreciate you.
Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
Oh, wait.
Man, it's easy to
Don't
call
I see that
plays
little
when I got
crease?
guys like this.
I'm running like a crackhead.
And rip it 70+ to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Nigga out here running like I
Coming
seen
out with it,
Debo
it's
ride up.
Green.
I just got a brand new
By
chain.
the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hogs send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that
Yeah, get this
last score,
motherfucker.
trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Green. On the move, he fires. He makes a catch. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
When you're a QB and you have enough time to take out a sandwich and finish the sandwich before you have to make a pass down the field, that's a good day at the office.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Buying some time. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down, new set of downs.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Back to pass, it's Green. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
Is no good. That keeps the score. LSU 28, Arkansas 20.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Kick this one off.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, look out. The 20. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score. LSU 35, Arkansas 20.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. He'll throw it. The short hand. It's Sategna. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Green. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing.
Just destroying his way through the field. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Yeah, I was waiting on it.
Nice job by this
to
defense.
say,
That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got to
you have been kidding
on
me
the
with
nickel
that.
defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first in the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll try to find a more productive play this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple of scores, I think you're just kind of free. Like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyway.
Just steamrolling the defense.
Hey, we don't be right on my nigga like that, so.
And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, there is being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defending.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Fires one high and deep. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. At the 30.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Razorbacks are threatening in the red zone. Going up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is where the pressure can start to build a little bit, trying to hold on to a 2-point lead, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. After giving up a score in that last possession, you just feel the sense of urgency now. It's really, really high, David. This offense, they've got to answer.
Yeah, but you got to remember, it's okay because I still got the lead. Now I just go out and execute, give it to my leaders, let them do their thing.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Still running at the 40. All kinds of running room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Gonna run it. It's Durham. Finds a crease at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
2nd down coming up. Back to throw, it's Green. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Sategna. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Steps away. Fires downfield. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves him needing a yard here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And they wanted it all on 3rd down.
Oh yeah,
but
man,
now dealing with
always
4th down.
damn good game.
It's great for this quarterback to take
We both
shots
put up
down the
400
field,
yards.
but you
Okay.
just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. 1st down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Keeps the legs moving. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Second down.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We